It's everything that I own. And for the next 5 days, I'm gonna get rid of almost all of it. Whoa, go back one.
And here's why.
For a little liquid refreshment on a long journey is the traveler's library set.
People love buying stuff, and for decades we've been influenced by advertisements and discounts, and consumerism has been on a constant rise. But unfortunately, most of our purchases end up crammed in the back of a closet or in landfill. But after the devastating effects of the GFC,
We're down.
We're now down 43%.
a new lifestyle trend started to gain traction, called minimalism. And boy, did it blow up.
Our next guests are pioneers of the minimalist movement.
YouTubers, bloggers, and other media channels well and truly opened their doors to the trend, which promoted the decluttering of one's personal items. And as an owner of a lot of stuff, I wanted to see what minimalism was all about. But not just standard minimalism, I was going to try extreme minimalism. Whoa, sorry, that was a bit aggressive. Anyway, the concept is simple. You must consolidate your belongings to 15 items or less, and furniture that you own, like chairs and your bed, must all be removed. So let's see what we can learn from 5 days in this very unconventional lifestyle. Minimalist TV.
Oh, MTV Cribs, welcome to my home. Let me take you on a tour of my extreme minimalist apartment. Come in. So here I've got an ultra functional, ultra comfortable one-room box apartment for one with everything you need to live an ultra minimalist lifestyle. We have floor space for sitting, floor space for sleeping, floor space for exercise, and a little more floor space if you need some time to relax. And here we have my desk cum kitchen where I can do some work and prepare all my delicious extreme minimalist recipes. Anyway, thank you so much for being here on this tour of my apartment. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Okay, but seriously, this is pretty ridiculous. I've been trying to get some work done for the last 3 hours, but of course, I'm not allowed to sit on any furniture. So I've been sitting on the floor trying to get work done, and my back has been killing me. Okay, what I've immediately realized is that I am nowhere near as flexible as I thought I was. Apparently there's benefits to floor sitting, but this is gonna be a real struggle. Now, let me run you through each of the 15 items that I chose because each one has a particular purpose. First up, we have my laptop charger and my laptop. They are non-negotiables to do work. Then we've got thongs. Now, the reason I chose thongs is because then I wouldn't have to waste an item on socks, and therefore that would be something else that I wouldn't be able to have. Now, for cooking and eating, I've got a bowl, I've got a plate, and I've got a pan, and I've also got this. So this is a multi-purpose functional Swiss Army knife, which has multiple knives and a whole bunch of stuff on it. So I think that would be quite useful. Then I've got a backpack, which will help me store all of my stuff. I've got a big thermos water bottle, so that will be able to do cold and hot. I've got my toiletries. Now there's a few items in there like toothbrush and stuff, but that's all one because that's also non-negotiable. And then I've got a sleeping bag and a pillow. And of course, I've got the clothes that are on me. So I've got my t-shirt, I've got my pair of shorts, and my pair of undies. The only thing I don't know is, do extreme minimalists only have one pair of underwear? Anyway, I think I'm just gonna have one pair of undies per day, which is a standard amount of underwear to wear.
And as the first day progressed, I started to notice the removal of objects around me was having a strange yet positive effect on my ability to focus.
And there's a reason for this, but I'll explain in a bit. One thing though, I'm gonna have to cheat. I realized that my Swiss Army knife doesn't actually have any cutlery in it, so I'm gonna have to add this, which is a spork, or a spoon and a fork. So that will bring it to 16 items, but I'm gonna have to do it. So considering I have absolutely nothing in my fridge, let's go to the shops and see what it's all about. Almost forgot, I'm not actually allowed to take my car, so I guess that means I'm walking. Just 2 minutes. It's really hot.
Now, while there aren't super strict guidelines for an extreme minimalist diet, they generally stick to plant-based foods and avoid purchasing any single-use items or plastics as they add significant waste and create unnecessary clutter.
I'm always amazed at how expensive vegetables are. It cost me $45. Oh yeah, and I've got to walk back. All right, well, let's go. Oh, well, that was the worst sleep I've ever had in my life.
So I might have been a little bit dramatic because I actually feel pretty good right now. I guess sleeping on 1mm carpet is surprisingly comfortable. But I have been asking myself, why the heck would someone choose this lifestyle? Well, there's a couple of reasons. With less items owned comes less overall expenditure on potentially unnecessary things, and therefore you have more disposable income to spend on other things you value, like travel or food in my case. And according to this study, a cluttered home can interrupt your cortisol levels and therefore increase your stress levels. So less clutter should theoretically reduce stress and in turn potentially improve focus.
And thirdly, have you ever wondered why successful people like Steve Jobs or Mark Zuckerberg always wear the same clothes every single day?
Well, apparently willpower has something to do with it. And willpower is a limited resource. And something that depletes this resource is decision making. So by wearing the same clothes every single day, you are removing that decision and therefore saving that resource. Oh, yeah, I've got to wash that shirt tomorrow. But being completely honest, having removed all objects, decorations, and color from my space, it felt completely void of life.
And certain things bring me pleasure and happiness, like a pair of headphones to listen to my favorite music, or a nice pair of runners to go exercise in. And I think with any lifestyle, you need to incorporate things that do bring you happiness, like a good old iced coffee, which I'm drinking out of this giant thermos because it was either this or drink out of a bowl, so I chose this.
Guys, I could not work from home anymore. Sitting on the floor had become so cripplingly uncomfortable and unproductive that I just called it and I decided to just walk down to the nearest park. And sitting here doing some work, I've actually had a really big mindset shift. Being here in nature in a really simple environment has made me realize that I was fighting a lot of resistance being back home and working amongst the clutter. So I suppose doing this challenge and being an extreme minimalist and decluttering and going through all of these different processes has actually uncovered a massive pain point in my life. Now, as much as I love sleeping on the floor, I wanted to try an alternative extreme minimalist sleeping setup. So I set up this hammock in the backyard and got settled in for the evening. Well, I'll see you at nighttime. No, can't do it. Too many mosquitoes, no way. Okay, what have we learned? Number one, there's a lot of stuff that we own that takes up valuable brain space, so get rid of it. Number two, less clutter does actually equal a clearer mind. Number three, you don't need that much stuff to live on. Number four, I hate sitting on the floor to work. Number five, I actually don't mind sleeping on the floor. And number six, thongs really aren't great for long walks. But with that being said, I'm out of food, so I'm gonna make the long walk back to the supermarket. I'll see you next video.